Smartwatches are starting to get more popular and they look like the future of watches. They can store our data, keep track of our health and send us notifications on the go. Some people think they do not have enough functionality to justify spending money on one, while others see them as a cheaper alternative to pricier wearables. There's one question that needs answering though: are smartwatches worth it? Find out. A smartwatch is a computerized watch that includes functionality like clocks, calculators, calendars, and most importantly apps. It can be used to do many things like checking emails, tracking fitness activity with GPS sensors, making calls and texts with an internet connection. The small screen of the watch allows for easy navigation through the apps on it. Smartwatches are a revolutionary technology. They help us reduce the time we spend on our smartphones and provide easy access to information that we might need at any point in time. In today's fast-paced world, smartwatches can help us be more productive and efficient in our day-to-day lives. Advantages of smartwatches. Smartwatches today have a lot of advantages. Let's explore these advantages in detail. Affordable for some people. For a start, a smartwatch is more affordable than many other alternatives. For people who do not want to spend too much money on an item that they may not use all the time, this is a good option. Quick access. If your occupation demands constant connection, a smartwatch may be perfect for you. A smartwatch is also more accessible than some other wearable devices as they are generally designed to be taken off and put on constantly throughout the day. This can be helpful for those people who need access to their phone constantly but do not want it constantly in their hand. If you are someone who needs to be constantly connected, or if your occupation demands constant connection, a smartwatch may be perfect for you as it will give you instant notifications from your phone and from apps that you have connected to your watch. Health monitoring. Smartwatches come with a number of features that make it a better choice for day-to-day use. They can measure your heart rate and activity levels, track the distance you have traveled, count the amount of calories you have burnt, and can even tell you when your phone is ringing. Smartwatches can measure your heart rate, activity levels, and track the distance you have traveled. The smartwatch's heart rate monitoring feature allows the wearer to monitor their heart rate. People with cardiovascular diseases or other conditions can use them to better manage their condition. The Apple Watch is a good smartwatch that can be used to track their physical activity and monitor some health conditions. Seamless connectivity. Smartwatches are lightweight, provide seamless connectivity to your phone, and they show notifications from Facebook, Twitter, or WhatsApp. Sleep tracking. A smartwatch can track your rest patterns and habits by measuring the time you spend in deep, light, and REM sleep. The Fitbit Inspire 2 has heart rate and sleep tracking features. It can also track your rest patterns and habits by measuring the time you spend in deep, light, and REM sleep. When you wear a watch to bed at night, it can provide insights into how well you sleep, for example if you toss and turn in the night. These insights can be used to improve sleep quality. Contactless payments. Some smartwatches can be used to make contactless payments, which is a convenient way to pay for items without needing a card or cash on you. This feature of the watch is worth it because you can use your watch instead of taking out your wallet or phone every time you want to purchase something. Smartwatches like the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4, TicWatch Pro 3, and Fossil Gen 5e support Google Pay. Taking calls. Smartwatches enable us to take calls just by touching the smartwatch and talking. The built-in microphone and speaker allow us to talk and listen. Notifications and messages. Smartwatches give you quick access to apps, texts, emails, and notifications on your wrist. The average person checks their phone very often. For those who are addicted to their phones, it's hard to go for more than a few minutes without reaching for it. Smartwatches are the newest trend among mobile devices. They give you quick access to apps, texts, emails, and notifications on your wrist. Disadvantages of smartwatches. Smartwatches may offer some advantages to the user, but they also have some disadvantages. The disadvantages aren't as apparent as the advantages, but they still exist. These are the disadvantages. Expensive for some people. The first and most obvious disadvantage is the price of the device. The cost of a smartwatch ranges from $130 to $500 and might not seem expensive for some people, but it can be daunting to others. Smartwatch prices vary according to the material they are made of, brand and their features, so this is something to take into consideration before purchasing a model. Limited functions. Another disadvantage is that smartwatches have limited functions when compared with smartphones. They do not offer access to all social media features, they might not have a camera, and some don't allow users to make calls or send messages without connecting them with a smartphone or computer. Text can be illegible. If you have poor eyesight, you may find it hard to see written text and messages on a smartwatch. Battery needs constant charging. Unlike the battery of a conventional wristwatch, a smartwatch battery needs constant charging. That being said, the battery life of some smartwatches lasts from 1 day to 3 days depending on their use. In addition, the battery life of a smartwatch is significantly better than contemporary smartphones. Lack of a broad range of apps. Another issue with smartwatches is the lack of a broad range of apps. The problem is that many apps on the market are not compatible with the watch. This has led to a situation where some users have to wait until an app becomes available for use on their smartwatch, or they have to switch back to their phone. So, are smartwatches worth it? There are many factors to take into consideration when deciding whether or not a smartwatch is worth it for you. It is clear that some factors will be more important than others. Different people have different priorities and preferences. That being said, it is also clear that smartwatches can provide a lot of convenience and additional features for the user who decides they want one. So, are smartwatches worth it? The answer is, yes. If you're looking for something with more functionality than just telling time, then smartwatches are perfect for you. Thanks for watching.